Hey everybody, Yxlarb here, and welcome to a new thing I'm trying out. This is not your typical update. This isn't the typical black screen or looking at my face as I talk to you guys. This is going to be something I'm trying, and I'd appreciate your feedback at the end if you liked it or if you didn't. It's just something new I'm trying. Basically, I'm here doing post-commentary over a gameplay. In this case, it is the Mercenaries from Resident Evil 4. I'm playing as Leon on the village, so it's not a bad game. This way, you guys have something to distract you in case I'm boring you to death, and it just makes the video more entertaining in my mind. So, like I said, just let me know at the end if you like it, and I'm just going to continue on with my message. First of all, you're probably wondering where some of the Resident Evil 4 rifle-only run videos are. I believe at this point you've probably seen through episode 16. Basically, today is July 23rd, and since July 21st, I have been without internet. The whole issue there is my apartment complex actually canceled their contract with my internet provider because they were providing internet directly to me through them. So I guess that's not direct, but you know what I'm saying. And they canceled that prematurely, and I have to go a few days without internet. I'm actually getting it installed tomorrow directly through the company this time. So, yeah. It's a complicated mess, and they guaranteed that we wouldn't be without internet at any point, but oh well, so much for guarantees in this world. Anyway, let's get into the meat and potatoes of what I have to say. Basically, I am a little less than a month away from law school. Law school for me starts August 21st of 2017, so, I mean, give or take a day or two, I'm a month away. That's what I'm officially saying. And, I gotta say, I have mixed feelings, appropriate mixed feelings about it. First of all, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud I was able to get through, you know, the LSAT and all that studying, 150 hours of studying for the LSAT, and then countless more hours stressing about it, and then getting through the rigorous law school applications, and getting letters of recommendation in, and hounding my writers to get on them and writing my personal statement, etc., etc. So it's been a long road, and my senior year was a tough one. I made it through strong. I finished strong, and I'm really proud of myself for that, and I really think I'm just ready for the next step in my life. So it's sort of a big deal in that way. And obviously I'm excited in a lot of ways. I'm very passionate about politics and the law and debating, and I'm just really excited for the new experience. You know, it's going to be, I mean, I'd imagine, at least, that the jump from undergrad to law school is much bigger than the jump from high school to undergrad. I mean, the differences were huge then. I'm sure they're going to be even bigger now. So, I'm just excited for the new experience. That's the main thing. And also, this started out as a negative for me when I found out I wasn't going to be allowed to work during my first year of law school. I can tell you now, I'm very thankful about it. Just from what I've heard, there's very little chance of even having time to have a part-time job and be a full-time law student. So I was like, you know, it's been, I mean, my senior year, I was working probably 24 to 30 hours a week, and my schedule was just a mess, and I had to work on my homework at very specific times of the day, and I had, you know, I had free time, but it was scattered across the day in little sections, and I think I can safely say that without work, law school is going to be much easier to, one, focus on, and two, manage well into my schedule. So, yeah. What am I nervous about, then? Being clueless, I guess. You know, law school is set up so that you can go in as an art major, as a political science major, as a biology major, and you will gain the tools you need to study and practice law all in the law school. It's not like medical school where they expect you to have prior knowledge of the sciences. That's not required with law school, which makes it sort of weird, but that calms my nerves a bit because you're not expected to know the law going in. You just go in and they'll teach you, basically. So, but I am still nervous. I mean, I've never really had a traditional Socratic method class, and yeah, the biggest worry I'd say is probably having a lack of free time. You know, I have hobbies, I'm engaged, I go on dates, and I'm really nervous about not having time to do those things. I'm pretty good with time management, but just from what people tell me, I mean, I've heard of people studying 60 to 100 hours a week, including class time. But either way, that's just insane. I feel like you probably don't need to do that in every case. I mean, obviously, the amount you study doesn't matter if you're inefficient. So I plan on finding really efficient ways at studying and staying on task and managing my time so that I can still continue my hobbies and enjoy my family. That's my goal. But like I said, I'm nervous about the time there. Another thing that I'm nervous about, and you guys probably are too, is will this affect the videos and how? I can tell you right now that there's no way the law school is going to positively benefit the videos. I mean, there's just no way it can. Basically, for right now, I can tell you that it will affect it minimally. For this next month, I don't see much change happening. You're still going to be getting Resident Evil 4 rifle only. In fact, I have completed the series. I have recorded all the episodes, but as I said, due to internet issues, I haven't been able to upload anything. So those are done, and they will come when the internet comes back, which, like I said, is tomorrow. I'm recording this on July 23rd. What about beyond that? What about after a month from now? Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I do intend on taking maybe a week or two off from recording just to, really focus on law school, because it's better to be over-prepared than under-prepared for the first couple weeks, in my opinion, because if I go in under-prepared, I'm going to have to worry about catching up. But if I go in over-prepared and I realize I have time, like extra time on my hands that I thought I wouldn't have, then I can be like, oh, well, now I can do videos. I can focus a little more on videos. I just feel like it's better to do that. Just be a little bit more cautious about the whole thing. So that's what's going on with that. But what if I can't personally deal with it? That's obviously a worry, because for those who don't know, since the start of our current YouTube career, Bosniancheese and my own, I have done most of the recording, I do all the editing, I've done all the uploading, reviewing of episodes, managing of the channel, and managing of the Facebook. Now, real quick disclaimer, this is not because Bosniancheese is lazy or just straight up doesn't want to do it. That's not the case at all. In fact, he and I have been wanting him to do more since the start. So why hasn't he? Well, mostly it's just because this is the way things have always been. In the first year of our YouTube career, he lived in the dorms and didn't have the privacy or the space to really do it effectively. So that it just wasn't going to work. On top of that, the second year, he had roommates. And obviously that year just completed. He's going to be moving into an apartment on his own. So basically, if I can't handle the task, I'm hoping that he will be able to take over a lot more. Because we only have one set of recording equipment. We have one capture card, one microphone. Obviously, ideally, we would have two of everything, but that's just not how it is. So, yeah, but we've always recorded at my place. And in the summers, I've always had more projects going on than him. As you guys know, he has had solo work, and he's always involved with me in collaboration projects. So I appreciate the work he does, and I don't mind doing all this extra work. I hardly even call it work. I enjoy editing and managing the channel. I'm the OCD freak who likes to have the titles a certain way and likes to have the playlists not ordered a certain way, but organized a certain way, I should say, with the descriptions and bios and whatnot. So that's just how I am. And obviously, that's just how it's been. I don't blame Bosniancheese for any of this. It's not a problem. It's never been a problem. But looking ahead, he may have to take on more responsibilities. So, at this point, it looks like the gameplay is probably over. But I have a few more things to say. If you don't want to stay and you just want to watch the gameplay, that's fine. But there are some important things to talk about. I do fear sometimes that law school will make it impossible for me to continue YouTube. And although I won't make any promises either way, I do plan on continuing YouTube. I do plan on making videos whenever I can, whether it's, here and there a couple times a month, or if it's only during Thanksgiving, Christmas, spring, and summer breaks. There will be times where I make them. And, I haven't spoken with Bosniancheese regarding our plan yet this summer because we've been apart. But I do hope that he'll be able to hold down the fort a little bit more in the case that I can't. In conclusion, I just want to give a little bit of overview as to what's going on with the channel. Like I said, Resident Evil 4 rifle only run, mine is completed, and it's just a matter of how fast it get uploaded. So I can tell you way before the summer is over, those will be uploaded. Worst case, they'll go till the end of the summer if something goes on and if I have traveling plans, but I really think they'll be up before you know it. Halo 2 Anniversary, obviously it hasn't been touched in a little bit, and that's simply because Bosniancheese and I aren't around, and he's not with the recording equipment, which is the same reason why his series, 2K17, NBA 2K17, hasn't been updated in a little while. I'm sure you guys know by now, but he lives 300 miles away from me, and those series are not canceled. They are just on a hiatus until we get back together and we have another chance to record, which is actually very soon. He's coming up here in a few days to start moving his stuff from his old apartment. And I can't promise that there will be any videos made, but I will hint that there might have been some talk of recording some videos while we're here. Like I said, just some talk, no concrete plans yet, just because we don't know how long he'll stay in town, and we don't know how long it'll take to move all his stuff out, because there's a lot of stuff to move. But yeah, I think that's the last amount of hinting I'll do. Anyway, please give me feedback on this video. Let me know what you think of the whole commentary / gameplay going on, where the commentary has nothing to do with the gameplay. I haven't talked about the gameplay itself all that much at all. And I plan on doing a lot more videos like this, where I have gameplays going on in the background. Not necessarily always Mercenaries, but just whatever I decide. But I can just talk about anything. Channel related, life related, law school related, just whatever I decide. Like I said, let me know what you think, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the rifle only run.